Hello, this video is an update, no, not an update, it is an update. Okay, so hello, this video is about my YouTube channel and how it's going after 1 year. I started it actually many years ago, just like random videos here and there. No regular uploading. I had about 30 subscribers, something like that. And in September 2023, I started to upload videos regularly every week at least, if not more. And it's been growing like very slowly and steadily. I have 570 subscribers now. For a long time, I was doing pretty much Aphex Twin analysis videos, which some of them got kind of, 1,000 or 2,000 views, and some of them just got like a couple hundred views. And I started realizing the Aphex Twin analysis videos it was like a bit, nobody's really searching for, very occasionally they might be searching for, hey, what's going on in like this obscure Aphex track. So that approach was a bit of hit and miss. And what's the purpose of my YouTube channel? Why am I doing it? I'm trying to grow an audience for what I'm doing with my music, with my course, and trying to make people aware of what I'm doing here. I'm making and releasing my own music, and I've made an online course, and I teach students about music production and composition. And I've found quite a few people who are connecting with me because of the type of music that I like. I'm very interested in Aphex Twin and techno and IDM and all those kind of, a lot of 90s influences, but not just like straight club music, although I do listen to and like and appreciate it. But it's more, I'm coming from the angle of music, composition music. Well, yeah, the word composition, I don't like the word composition, but music, it's the melodies, isn't it? Boards of Canada, Aphex Twin, Square Pusher, the melodies. Yeah, it's everything. Everything in the music is amazing. But, you can have a killer techno track, absolutely killer techno track, and it doesn't have any melody in it. It's just the timbre. And that can be a great hit on the dance floor, and it will, like, every DJ might play it for a month, or, that used to happen months, but now it doesn't happen so much anymore. I don't know, I don't go to clubs. But anyway, the point is, like, the rare techno track with the great melody, Joey Beltram Drome, for example, or Jeff Mills The Bells, they kind of go further, I think, because they have this catchy melody. Anyway, Aphex Twin, Square Pusher, Boards of Canada, all the classics. That's what I like, the classics. And how did they make it? I like to pick it apart. Like, if I was into cars, which I'm not, but if I was into cars, then I would want to take the engine apart. I want to say, like, how does this car work? What's making this car so great? Take the engine apart, put it back together, learn everything you can. That's why I do the Aphex Twin analysis, to pick things apart and say, how's it working? What's going on there? Put it back together. And that has given me a lot of insights. I'm able to do it because of my jazz training, because I still, many, like 20 years I've been like practicing studying jazz as well, to understand why. That's actually, to bring it back to like when I was 18, I was really into techno and jazz. Techno, IDM and jazz when I was 18. And I really wanted to just make electronic music. Then I'd been making it since I was 16, and it was going really well. I was getting like really good feedback. I was putting these tape cassettes around and getting good feedback. But then I thought, you know what? I'll study jazz so that I get more information about how melody, harmony, and rhythm works in the context of jazz. Skills that I can apply to my electronic music. All right, so I did that, and I nearly got sucked into the level 5 jazz black hole, like I put on one of my bios. So, you know, I sold all my equipment. At one point I was practicing guitar 8-10 hours a day, and I forgot all about electronic music for a few years, because I was so, you know, trying to learn bebop, and I didn't manage it. It was too hard. It took like way more than 4 years of serious intense practice. Anyway, then I eventually found, you know, remembered, oh, I'm doing this so that I can make my electronic music better. Got back into it, you know, when I was 22, 21, I was doing a lot of electronic projects, live sets. One with Sean McErlin, Blue Steel Cloud. Anyway, I then ended up doing a 2-year Masters in Music and Media Technologies, encouraging me in composition, for different instruments, string quartets and all that stuff, and making sound design as well. Fast forward to like, this was around 2005. Now it's like 20 years later, so I've been producing music now solid for a good long stretch of years, applying my jazz stuff to it, and this YouTube channel just like is me trying to reach people to tell them what I've been doing, because I think that people will be interested. It's like an experiment, you know. I've been trying to learn these two very different types of music, jazz and electronic music, electronica, IDM, techno. Each one is a lifetime job. So that's why I'm a very slow progressor. You know, I've been doing this a very long time, and I'm only just getting started really in terms of my own productions and releases. My release schedule is like starting to pick up now. If you are interested, I want to work with you. I will help you. I'm a good teacher. I should have mentioned that as well. This whole time I've supported myself through teaching. So from 2000, I always was teaching as part of my income. In my 20s, always a bit of teaching, a bit of gigging, whatever, you know, random work. When I was 30 in 2013, I was like 33, 34. Since then, full-time teaching for 10 years. So over 10,000 hours of teaching, you know, as well as all that other stuff. I have seriously invested my time into becoming a really good teacher. I know how to teach people. I've done it like huge amount, not just the last 10 years full-time, way before that. In fact, I taught my first students when I was 14 years old. I started teaching, because I started playing guitar when I was 12, started teaching when people asked me to teach them in school. So I'd be like, yeah, sure, give us £5 back then and I'll teach you. So I started teaching people, and I've always been teaching since then. So I've been teaching for 30 years, you could say. Big spiel to say, this is my channel. It's about me, really, what I'm interested in, and about telling you about my course. It's like 7 months long electronic music makers course. I try and impart all what I've learned about the fundamentals of composition, sound design, bass drum and bass working together, effects, compression, reverb and delay, EQ, and mixing and arranging. They're arranged in 7 modules. You can do it. It's only £37 a month. It's very reasonably priced, I think. You also get a group Zoom each month. We just chat about how it's going, and the Discord server, and lifetime access. After the 7 months, you get to keep access. Yeah, that's what this video is about, an update and a pitch for you to do my course. You know, I've learned lots of stuff because I've been learning. I've been a student for this whole time. I'm still a student, learning, reaching out to mentors. Funk Du Bois, Jordan, GCZ, Red Rackham, a lot of mentors. Earlier on, Eamon Doyle and D1 and Donica Costello and people like that, Rob Rowland. over the years, lots of different ones. But, you know, learning how to make music, I have learned a lot. So I put all the gems in the course. I think it's really good. Students who are doing the course are really enjoying it. They're making really interesting music. I'm very happy with what they're doing. The focus of the course is to learn how to sound like yourself, not like anyone else. It's not going to produce the next EDM hit, definitely not. But if you want to make music that you're happy with, it sounds like you, it's unique, it doesn't sound like anyone else, then, and you feel like, I'm missing some fundamentals, I want to learn them, then the course is for you. Send me a question if you have any questions. Zoid@zoid.ie. Video over.